Hey guys, it's me, Jade Sims. Welcome back to another video. Now this is going to be a long one because I present to you my first ever Sims dump. Now I've been waiting for an excuse to do a Sims dump. Honestly, I wasn't waiting to have a certain milestone to release a Sims dump and create some Sims. But I finally have the excuse because on YouTube we reached 300 subscribers and on TikTok I reached 600 followers. So both of those are huge milestones for me. I never thought I would get this far. I'm being sappy, but thank you guys so much for helping me reach this goal. I plan to get to 1,000 for both this year. Nonetheless, I'm here to celebrate. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some base game fixes I think The Sims 4 needs. So these are features I think should be changed. Less so about bug fixes, although I will be talking about some of those in the background because as you can tell, this video is quite lengthy. So while you're at it, I'm gonna give you a chance to go and get a snack, maybe a meal, because like I said, this video is very long, and maybe some tea or coffee, whatever you prefer. Me personally, I have a tea with me. Earl Grey tea is the best. I'm going a little off topic, but I have a huge list that I compiled of some things I like to see, and this list will be on my Tumblr because I want you guys to add to it. So let me know what you'd like to add to this list in the comments below and I'll be sure to include it on the list. Right now I think I have, let me check. I have like 16, yeah, I have 16 things. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of it today, but I'll try to. So yeah, let me know what you want to see. And yeah, so the first thing I want to see is pretty obvious, but I want to see better optimization because my PC, although it is a good PC, I think The Sims 4 is pretty intense on it. And for me personally, I get some random spurts of lag when my game has been running smooth for a while, and then I have to restart my game to fix it. I don't know if this is a recent thing, but this has been happening recently to me. So I want to see if you guys have that problem, and if I can fix that, please let me know. Next up, I like to see more hair swatches. So if you are a frequent customer, you would know that there is a graying swatch in the last row in the right side, I think. Yeah. So the black and brown swatches, they have graying at the top of the hair, and I think, you know, little strands here and there. And I'd like to see more of it for all hair swatches. Maybe have like a different option when you click on a hair to have it be gray or not. I would like to see an opportunity for when Sims age up to an adult to get the gray swatch randomly, because I don't want to have to choose when my Sims age up to adults who gets that graying swatch and who doesn't. I just want the game to decide because I think it makes it more fun. And it happens in real life too, so not everyone when they age up to an adult, well, you don't really age up to an adult, but you get my point. Not everyone gets grayer hair when they get to an adult stage. Additionally, I like to see more pastels, pinks, blues, greens. Those I want to be pastel as well. You know, just get more variety. Yeah. Third up on my list, I would like the spawning in our semi-open worlds to be fixed. So as you know, The Sims 4 has a semi-open world format, and I like it for the most part, but one of the issues is that there are different areas around the neighborhoods that your Sims can go to, but some of the NPCs don't spawn there, and it kind of makes the functionality of it pointless if you want to have like social gatherings, because a lot of the NPCs that spawn, they are concentrated in one area. In my gameplay, I have 100 baby households, and they live in Oasis Springs, in the same neighborhood that the Calientes live. So there is a playground area for my Sims children to go to. However, there are no Sims, like other Sims children spawning. So my Sims children can't meet other ones and they can't make friends. And they're all concentrated in this coffee area, like a triangle at the middle of the neighborhood, which I get. But I just want to see Sims spawned around the neighborhood here and there. You know what I mean? Also, if you have the city living pack, there's a central park area, which is a huge lot, and it's a huge area as well. And there are different, like, you know, little spots your Sims can go to, but no Sims spawn there. I'm like, this is such a missed opportunity because I wouldn't have seen it, and I want my Sims to enjoy all parts of the neighborhood. And I think, yeah, if more Sims would spawn, they get more social interaction as well. Fourth on my list, I would like to see NPC relationship changes that are focused on traits. So the example I have is if there's a couple in the neighborhood or in the world, and one of them has a non-committal trait, it makes sense for naturally, the couple to split up, and maybe that sim with the non-committal trait, they move to other people really fast. The reason I'm saying this is because I have MC Command Center, and while that does have, relationship changes, it's not very focused on the sim. I want to see more of a focus on traits in The Sims 4 and have it matter more. I don't know how this would be implemented with other traits, but if you have any ideas, let me know. Fifth, this might be a little far-fetched, but I'd like to see babies able to go in pools. Now, I know babies, or what I'm talking about is toddlers and infants. I know they can't swim. I know that. I'm aware. But if you know the interaction that your Sims can have with the pool, specifically, your Sims can sit at the edge of a pool and have their feet kind of dangling into the pool. Maybe we take that animation, have the adult Sim hold the child Sim, the infant or whatever, the baby, you know what I mean. Hold the baby and like dip their toes into the pool, kind of splash them a little bit. That'd be so cute. The reason I'm saying this is because my Sims, they have pool days, and when they have pool days and there's babies around, I feel like they're left out. Maybe that's my empath in me speaking. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. But yeah, I just, it's kind of realistic too, because in real life, you kind of splash your babies a little bit. You don't put them entirely, you don't dunk them in. But they can still be involved in some way, because I don't want them staring in the corner, locked in a crib or something. But yeah, this specifically pertains to infants and toddlers. I know they have kiddie pools, but I don't want to get a kiddie pool separately from the actual in-ground pool, because I think it makes sense just a little. Yeah, I know animations are kind of hard for The Sims 4, but I want to see more of that in general. I think it changes the interaction so much. And one of the things I like about The Sims 2 is the different interactions you can see and have with the environment as well. And it just makes your game feel more, I don't want to say personalized, but like the options you choose matter. But that's a different story. This next thing I want to see is more pregnancy stuff. So a greater emphasis on pregnancy overall. Now, some of the ideas I had were doctor appointments. Even if it's a rabbit hole, I don't care. Just the opportunity to maybe go on your phone, schedule an appointment with a doctor, and go to your appointment, maybe tell you how the baby's looking, or have the scan thing. It's not an MRI, whatever it's called. The ultrasound. Have an ultrasound picture and find out the gender of your baby. Baby clothes shopping, like I said, it could also be a rabbit hole. I don't care. But maybe you can have a pop-up to choose the clothes, like Nifty Knitting. You can buy infant clothes. Wait, are they called that? Newborn clothes. You can buy that on their whatever store they have with Nifty Knitting. But yeah, something like that. A gender reveal party, that'd be so cute. I don't want to have to imagine that as a gender reveal party. Maybe have some objects associated with it. Also, more interactions in general. So maybe the pregnant Sim autonomously can touch their belly, when they're just sitting down, or when they're just standing up, just random touch it, talk to the belly. Maybe with a partner. So maybe your partner can talk the belly. Children talking to the belly, that would be so cute. With family also, when Sims ask for a due date, maybe actually provide one, tell them the trimester. I don't think that's hard to include. The rest, maybe. Actually, they probably are. Let me not get ahead of myself. I want to see more involvement with the partner. So if they have the pregnant Sim and the partner have a greater relationship, or if the partner has a family-oriented trait, maybe they can be asked to accompany the birth and remain an active parent. So maybe they can have discussions about being a parent, that kind of thing. Also, if you're hearing anything in the background, I apologize. I am recording when my neighbors are mowing their lawn. Usually when I hear people in their videos say this, I'm like, I can't even hear what you're talking about, but I'm not sure right now. So if you do, I apologize. Moving on. I want to see maybe maternity clothes. I know Rihanna, she kind of redefined what maternity clothes is, because she just wears, the hottest outfits that are not necessarily traditionally deemed maternity clothes, but I don't know, maybe some clothes that are traditionally maternity clothes I'd like to see. So, you can separate regular Sims from pregnant Sims, more of a distinction. The reason I have more of an emphasis on pregnancy is because you feel more connected to the baby and the pregnant sim, and it kind of slows the fast-paced game that The Sims 4 is. Me personally, I love to play slowly. I know Ocean Sims talked about it in the video or a tweet recently, and I'm the same way. I love focusing on story and developing relationships rather than focusing on whether my Sims, their needs or whatever, or goals. I just want to have more story, and I think this contributes to it so much. The seventh thing I'd like to see is more of a tie of traits with wants and fears. So I know we have wants and fears as a new addition. Well, not really that new. It's not that greatly implemented in The Sims 4. Me personally, I think the fears, too many of them are given to Sims that I don't think it really applies to. And I want to see more, trait-specific fears. Maybe a Sim has a dance machine trait, they can develop a fear of getting injured, because that's a real possibility if you do it too much. But things like that. I don't think there are trait-specific fears, and I'd like to see that. Also more wants that are tied to your traits. Sorry, I just had a brain lag. 8th on this list, I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this because I haven't seen this too much. I like to see functional libraries. Now, what do I mean by this? Libraries are already functional. You can read books. But what else can you do? What else can you do? I don't have the urge to send my Sims to libraries. Because you know what you can do? You can buy a bookcase with all of the loaded books that you need. I wish that was the case for me in real life, but it's not. Whereas if you have functional libraries, you can get a library card to check out books, textbooks, maybe movies. If you have what is the stuff pack? The movie night stuff pack, I think that's what it's called. Maybe book signings with NPC authors, different events, because my library, they have certain events going on randomly. Maybe childcare, because I know libraries are sometimes used as childcare and a daycare kind of. But with this change, I'd like to see the bookcases not preloaded with books. I know, but it makes it more realistic, I don't think my Sims should have it that easy. I need a little bit of struggle, because books in real life, they could be expensive. Hardcover books especially, why are they $70? I love to read, so this might be a little bit of a niche thing, but I just want to get my Sims outside of the house. My Sims need to see air, they need to touch grass. Moving on from this and to the next item I'd like to see, functional museums. Like I said, I don't send my Sims to museums like libraries, and I think with what I am proposing, you might have the urge to. So I would like to see autonomous view paintings for everyone. So typically when I think of going to museums, I think of it as a group thing. And when I take my Sims to museums on the rare occasion, I take them in a group. So when I'm taking them in the group to the museum, I think all of them should be autonomously viewing paintings. Also, NPCs around, they should be viewing the museum's art, that kind of thing. I feel like that should be expected, but I just see some Sims just standing around, and I don't know what else. I would like to see groups of Sims out and about in the museums, because like I said, I think going to museum is a group thing, and getting moodlets from the paintings. So what I think, as a moodlet, you can get the description of the painting that's already pre-written in build by mode. So as you know, the build items, they have descriptions. You can just import that into the moodlet and just learn about it. Makes it a little bit more fun, and it makes you actually read the descriptions of the items, which I don't do. Maybe you guys do, but I think it's more functional that way. Also, drinking wine maybe, or aged nectar, as you'd probably know in The Sims. And if you have the ranch pack, you can get the different variation of aged nectar. Talk about art, even if you don't have the art lover trait. Different interactions if you are an art lover, and actually point at the art you're talking about when you're interacting about the art with other Sims. So it kind of distinguishes regular interactions from museum interactions. The animations, they get a bit redundant, I should say. They feel I don't know, I want more variation, so it doesn't feel like a regular thing. Also, painters should be encouraged to visit museums, because I don't know, it makes sense to me. Maybe gather inspiration from paintings. Also, a painting class, Come on, that is such a missed opportunity. And it's a cute date idea, so it can function like yoga classes do in spa day. Just pay like a certain amount as like a ticket kind of, and just go with like a partner or something to paint. And this could be like the small canvas that you have so it doesn't take forever. And you can take it home and like gift your painting to your lover or whatever. That sounds so cute. I'm literally a genius. Like, look at the ideas that I'm coming up with. Oh my god, I am taking forever to talk about these things, and we're only at the 10th item. I might not get through all this list. Let me know if you want a part 2 to this video, because I also have a list of things I'd like to see changed in packs as well, or new packs I'd like to see. So yeah, just let me know. Like I said, let me know everything in the comments. Utilize that comment feature. All right, 10th. I want to see a gallery update. What? Who would have thought? Yeah, the gallery, as we know, has numerous problems. For one, the filters, they don't filter as they should. If I want a build using limited packs, for example, like Seasons, Discovery, University, and Parenthood, I should be getting results using only those items. It should be exclusive to those packs. It doesn't mean all of them should appear in one build, but only those packs should be shown when I want something. But yeah, I don't want to see like Snowy Escape in a build that I didn't filter it for. Secondly, the popular right now filter doesn't function as it should be, because I know it does push out what's popular, right? Yeah, it does. But I want to see things that were newly created. So popular right now should have things that were made right now. Doesn't mean in this instant, but like things that were created around this time period. I know like Instagram, they have like a popular right now feature as well, kind of. And it shows things that were created in the last month. So I don't know, that's somewhat an idea. So the time frame doesn't really matter too much, as long as it's like 3 to 5 months max. It also pushes this feature, what I'm proposing, pushes out more builds, so that's kind of a plus, and different gallery simmers can be featured. Third, what I'd like to see is the search feature being fixed, because when I search things that I know are popular search, for example, I'm not getting what I want. It's a very limited search, so you can only scroll so far. So for example, if I search like, I don't know, like treehouse, why is it like so limited for me? I don't understand that, because I know it's a very popular thing to be uploading. I don't know if it's something to do with the syntax or something, but yeah, I would like that to be improved on. The search also shows irrelevant things to what I'm searching. I don't know if this happens to you as well. This list is also pertaining to the gallery. It's very extensive. The list of things that need to be improved, I should say. So if there's anything else I need to add to this, please let me know, because I know a lot of people have different issues with the gallery not loading, that too. But yeah. Next up on my list, I would like to see multi-use slots. Now this is also highly requested. I don't know how this would be implemented as well, but I really, really, really want to see it. Kind of related to home stores, so just throwing things out there, maybe like a library and a coffee shop, have both of them work simultaneously. I don't understand like why they can't right now, like why we can't have that functionality. But I think it should be included nonetheless, because I've seen so many bookstores or coffee shops and libraries, that kind of thing. That's so popular nowadays, and it makes your game more realistic. 11th on this list, 12th I should say, are functional elevators that are outside of city living. So I don't know why I can't place 2 elevators on top of each other and have it work, because in the Sims Freeplay it does. Or even as like a rabbit hole. Not kind of, but if you click on the elevator, like why can't it go to the next floor? I know the builders would love this, but yeah. 13th, I don't know how much time I have left. I don't think I can get through this list, but I'll try. I like to see conflicting traits matter. So I know there's like a different compatibility feature, but maybe there's something that can suggest friction between Sims with conflicting traits, so good and evil, that kind of thing. Need and slob, I want different interactions with Sims that can add tension. So for example, if a neat Sim sees a slob Sim being like, you know, a little disgusting, maybe you can be like, ew, why are you like that? Or have them autonomously do it, because it just makes their traits matter more. Equally important, and 14th on my list, I would like to see better autonomy. So I get that Sims are supposed to be like humans, but the fact that they're constantly getting water is getting on my nerves, because they don't even have a thirst meter. And also, they're not cleaning it and putting it on shelves I can't even see. And then it creates an invisible stench I don't know about until I delete the room it's in. It's a whole struggle. And I know I keep emphasizing traits, but I want autonomy to be tuned to traits. So, for example, cheating for non-committal Sims if the relationship meter is bad. more autonomous hobbies, like more tuned to hobbies, I should say. Literally, like if a musical sim picks up a guitar and continues writing a song whenever they get inspired, that would be perfect. Another thing that's kind of similar to autonomy, I want my Sims to together at a dining table when I call them to a meal, or at least have the option to choose which table they sit at, because my Sims are always conflicted between choosing bar seats or a table. However, if I'm in a large group with 8 or more Sims and there's an option between the bar or a dining table which accommodates all of them, I think it should be a common sense decision for all of them to sit at the table. But unfortunately, they get split up, and I don't think that makes for a good family meal. Also, I know this might have a concern of messy UI, but it's either that or the Sims are tuned with autonomy to choose a table that makes more sense for the group. So those are my 2 options that I'm proposing. Also, when my Sims are picking up garbage, I want them to have the option to either clean all or clean just that mess, because my Sims are literally traversing their entire lot just because I told them to pick up one piece of garbage. This kind of relates to the dishes epidemic in The Sims 4, so please let me choose where my Sims wash dishes or fix it, because it's an entire struggle. 15th on my list, I would like to see better portraits. I just want cute portraits for my families, and I want poses that makes my Sims look like they actually know each other and aren't social distancing. If not that, why can't I use the gallery picture to get a family portrait in my home? I know they had a limited time picture frame. I think it was during the time The Sims Mobile came out, and it had this function I was detailing, but it was very ugly and I can no longer get it, so I feel like it's time for them to implement that in the game, because I know the feature exists. I know Ravishing, I think they have a recolor or remesh of that object that has that function, but I want it to be included in the game. In general, also, I would like to see more poses and bigger family portraits, because as a legacy player, all of my Sims, they can't be in one picture. So yeah, bigger family portraits for the camera item that came with Get to Work and the Mosquito camera. This is just to have cute pictures as memorabilia, and in the new memory box feature that comes with Growing Together, that would be perfect for it. And to have cute pictures around the hallway in my Sims house, it just makes the game feel tailored to my Sims family. Finally, on my list, I have cast locks or create a sim locks. I would love to lock my Sims makeup just specifically because I use custom content eyeballs or contacts, as I should say. So it's a struggle when I have to include them on every single outfit rather than having it locked, and I don't have to do that. Also, this is handy for NPC Sims. When I'm creating cute NPC Sims, I don't want to have to edit every single outfit. Instead, it would be helpful if I could just lock an outfit and have it be applied to every single category. I know a lot of simmers want this as well, and I'm a cast simmer primarily, so this would be super, super helpful. Let me check how I'm doing on time. Oh god, I only have a couple of minutes. Actually, I have 1 minute left. Let me not. Okay, so this list is gonna be done for now. I will upload the list as I said, and it will be on Tumblr. All these things will be on Tumblr. The tray files, the CC, you know where to get it at this point. I've said it a billion times. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for 300 subscribers and 600 followers on TikTok. This is your gift from me to you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, check out my other videos if you want to. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!